Hello everyone, welcome to the ultimate introduction to data analytics. So, why are you here? Who should be watching this video? Basically anybody who is either in their current job and wants to get a step up on the competition, or people who are coming out of school who don't know much about data or maybe don't know where they want to go career-wise but want to have some valuable skills in their back pocket. This is the place to be. If you don't already know, I'm just going to tell it to you straight. If you do not understand how a business utilizes data, how they receive it, how they store it, how they draw it from their servers to produce reports that highlight valuable business insights to make better decisions, if you don't understand anything about that, you're going to be at a disadvantage wherever you work. It's not just finance, it's basically any company across all industries today. If companies are not data centric, they are rapidly becoming so, and if you are someone in your workplace who just kicks back and relaxes and doesn't take an active interest in this, you're going to get passed up. So it's really worthwhile not to become a genius about it. Like I've been working with it for probably a year now, and there's still so much to learn. But to have a focused understanding of the basics and how it works is an extremely valuable skill set, and that's hopefully what I'm able to provide to you guys. And throughout this series, I'm not sure how many episodes it's going to be, but I hope to cover the basics of SQL Server, a very focused understanding of how to write a query and how to download this management studio, and just how to know your way around, basically. And not just on the SQL side. So in data analytics, right here, what you see, we're working in a server, and this is where all our data is stored. So this is what's considered the back end. But what about the front end? Again, as I said, you're going to be more valuable in your organization if you understand kind of the circle of data, like how it works, how it comes into a database, how it's stored, how you get it out, and finally how you present it. So throughout this series, I hope not only to focus on SQL, but also on the visualization aspect. So that's kind of the introduction, what we plan to do with this series. In the next episode, we're going to show you how to download this application. This application is called SQL Server Management Studio, and I'll basically give you the rundown about all the different buttons, all the different icons, how that works, and then we will start from the very beginning. We'll create our own database, and we're going to be creating our own tables and inserting our own values. And the nice part is I'm going to give you guys all this. I'm going to show you how to do it so you can follow along at your own pace. You can test things out, try other things you learn. But this is just to provide a learning environment where we're all working with the same data. We're all looking at the same stuff. And this data set is very small. It's very easy, but it works. So. And again, this is the back end. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to start from the very beginning, building our own database. I'm going to be showing you all sorts of cool things you could do with data. But the payoff is once we get an understanding of the back end, we're going to move to the visualization front end with an application called Power BI. Power BI is a Microsoft business intelligence tool. It's free. I could show you how to download it, and we're going to build a report together, and this is what it looks like. This is the end game. And the appeal of Power BI, I know there's other applications out there like Tableau that are very similar. It just depends which one your organization uses. Power BI, a lot of companies are moving towards because a lot of companies have Microsoft licenses already, and if you have a Microsoft license, then Power BI is included. So we're going to be working with it here because it's free, it's easy to download, so all you guys can follow along. But the cool part about Power BI is the interactive visuals. So in this example here, there's a lot going on. I didn't create this. The one we create is going to be a lot more streamlined and hopefully visually appealing. But right off the bat, we have the slicer here. And notice how the data interacts. Whenever you click something, it moves, the bar charts fill up. So this is the future of how companies are going to visualize data. Right now, a lot of organizations are still doing reporting out of Excel. So a bunch of columns and rows, and you open it up and it's a headache, but they're moving towards this dashboard kind of business intelligence visualization stuff. But yeah, as we see here, if we want to see Andrew's scorecard, we could click Andrew's name. If we want to see Carlos, we could see his. If we want to see a combination of the two, there we go. If we want to see Carlos or Andrew's revenue just in the Eastern region, there we go. So again, this is a whole so there's SQL backend, Power BI front end, and within both of those, there's so much to learn, so much to do. But again, the purpose of this series is to provide a very focused example, starting from the back end, moving to the front end, so you can show on a resume to your boss at work that, hey, I have an understanding of how data works. I have an understanding of the process, and I could create a report, a cool report. So that's about it for the first episode. As I said, for the next one, we're just going to be just kind of learning our way around the database and building or preparing our database with some tables and values so we can actually start doing some cool stuff. So hopefully you guys stick around, and I will see you in the next episode.